David Pollack, Jesse Palmer here in the booth. Holly Rowe is down on the sidelines, and we check in with her right now.
The Hurricanes head coach told me before the game, focus is going to be essential. Play by play. He understands completely that they have a big opponent coming in here next week, top 25. But this opponent in front of them today is not to be taken lightly. He wants to make sure his players are looking at them and understanding they have quality players too, and not look ahead to next week. Back to you.
Thanks, Holly. Looking forward to see how this one goes. 3 tight ends in the formation on 1st and 10. Pulls it in. It's Vaughn. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45.
And, man, that's not a surprise that they come to their go-to guy early. This is an offense that's so much fun to watch, and it's because they know who they are. They know how to get the ball to their playmakers. And on the first drive, Palmer,
can't find a man, and he'll be knocked down at the 40. And the Hurricanes want to crank the tempo.
It's always interesting to view the good teams, the teams that are ranked versus the teams that aren't ranked. And this defense, man, like, how do they play it today? I love that start, man. Coming out aggressive, flying around, playing like your hair's on fire, getting a sack to start this game, getting a little momentum on their side.
Couldn't ask for much more there. A first down, and they're down to the 42. The Hurricanes come to the line with a new set of downs.
I'll tell you, this guy has to get touches early in games. They're doing a good job of that right now. He's so dangerous once he has the ball in his hands. And I think if you're on offense, you move him around and you find more creative ways to get him involved.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
They make the stop. Not a whole lot of ground picked up there, and they'll have work to do to get the first down. 3rd and 6 yards to go. Moving the pocket, it's Mendoza. Got his man. Open space at the 25. Oh, he's got some space. Run out of bounds just before he can get it into the end zone, and now they're set up 1st and goal.
When you're seeing this offense aggressive here right out of the gate, I don't even know if they're planning on running the football the rest of this game, the way they're throwing it right now. I mean, they're just throwing caution to the wind. And, David, we know it. They've got a lot of confidence in their skilled players throwing the ball. And that's been very apparent early.
Well, and now you knock me back on my heels a little bit. Now I'm like, oh, crud, is this their game plan? Is this going to be pass, pass, pass? So defensively, I'm thinking, how do I make my subs? Do I go dime? Do I go nickel, right? Like, they're definitely pass happy. But the first thing I have to do is get a pass rush and make this quarterback feel uncomfortable.
Just smothered on the play. Maybe they won't give in and just pass it here. 3rd and goal from the 4 and 3 tight ends on the field. Looking to throw. Trying to barrel in. He stopped short of the goal line. Couldn't find his way in, and it'll bring up 4th and goal.
Well, I know there's a lot of people out there thinking, hey, it's 3rd down. You got to throw to the sticks here. But I like the call getting the drag. You get the catch. He advances it a little bit. Doesn't quite pick it up. But now you've set up 4th and short. And you've got to think on offense. You've got to play somewhere that can go pick up this 1st down.
Wide receiver comes in motion. They'll try to blast their way in. And he surges across the line. Touchdown, Miami!
And I love the aggressiveness early. Love that they went for it on 4th down. They punch it in. They get the 7, and here's the thing, Palmer. I love the aggressiveness. When you start to get in this goal-to-goal situations, the defense now, even if they get a stop, they got to go the whole length of a field against my squad. Love people that go for touchdowns instead of field goals down here.
Well, I think the offensive line also helps the head coach make that call, knowing that he can trust these guys to get it done. These guys are battle-tested. A lot of these players have been in big games and played in big moments. So here you are early in this situation. Let's roll the dice. Let's capitalize on this and trust those big fellas to get it done.
Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. Crosses the 30 to the 31, a 6-yard gain. BYU right back to the line.
And the offense has a little bit of success, and what do? They push that turbo button right back on the line, ready to run another play.
Makes the grab, and he gets it up to the 36. It'll be a first down. Last completion moved the sticks in. Let's see if they try it again. Anderson wants to throw. Fires to the big fella. Makes the catch, but goes no further, and it'll be a short pickup on that one. They got 3 on the last pass. Here comes 2nd and 7. The modest gain on the completion really shows why you want to run the zone. Make them execute and rally to the ball.
100%. Zone eyes on the quarterback.
Intercepted. Oh, what a play. He'll try to take it back. He's at the 10. And he has taken it all the way back. Touchdown, Canes.
And the defense sets the tone early in this football game. We're still in the first quarter, and this is looking like they're putting a complete game together. Offense scoring, defense scoring. Palmer, they're up 2 touchdowns already.
Yeah, you got to give this coaching staff credit. They have their guys ready to go, and this is what you call firing on all cylinders early in a game.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Cougars offense takes the field to start this drive. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively for this unit, they've been slow and struggling. They need an explosive play to wake themselves up.
Yeah, and it's just the first quarter, so it's not the end of the world. You've seen slow starts, but you got to continue to pick and pick and pick until you find that play or that scheme that you can use against this defense.
They'll try to pick up the first through the air. Left side, it's Lions. He'll get it out to the 43-yard line. That's where they mark him out of bounds, and this offense is starting to do a little work.
And the offense showing off the short passing game, moving the sticks. Nice job, and look at them. They're right on the football, ready to capitalize on this momentum.
Rush right in his face. Gets rid of it.
Well, they're trying to attack the middle of the field. That time the ball a little too high for his wide receiver, and it falls incomplete.
2nd and long here. Out of the gun, the running back has it. They'll give him 3 yards on the play. It's 3rd and 7. 3rd and long, a lot of ground to cover. Anderson will throw. Under pressure, and the ball's out, and they're after it. And the defense got it. There he goes to the right. Touchdown, Hurricane. The defense putting points on the board. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And with the extra point, they're up 21-0. The scoop and score. What a lift it can give to the defense. Not content to get the ball. They wanted to do something with it, and they did. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. The run to the left. Defense in the right spot. They stop him after a gain of 2 to the 28. The Cougars moving quickly to the line.
Defense came into this one knowing sidelines, get it communicated, get lined up.
They put the brakes on it. 3rd and long coming up. From the gun, wants to pass. Out wide right, it's Lions. All the way out to the 43-yard line before he's pushed out of bounds, and this offense is on the move.
And it's on 3rd downs like this. If you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big fella, and they're able to hook up there.
A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on 2nd down. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. Can't get him to the ground. And he goes out of bounds after coming up with positive yardage there. They need a huge play on 3rd and long. We've reached the end of the quarter, and Miami is on top. They largely dominated this first quarter as indicated by the stats. Now the challenge here, they've taken a punch, but they can't let it get out of hand as we start the second. So they go back to work after the break, and it is 3rd down. Anderson wants to throw. Setting up the screen. No siree, not this time. The defense was there and ready for that one. BYU will bring the punt team on the field. Getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. And the punt hits at the 8 and goes into the end zone for the touchback. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. That last touchdown drive was surgical through the air, Jesse.
It sure was, and that's why this offense is...
Oh, a lot of space. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down. An explosive play to start the drive, and they'll try to keep the D on its heels. Fresh set of downs going up top. Took a shot as he threw.
Well, he didn't have a whole... Get rid of that one. The defense was all over him right after the snap. No wonder that thing fell incomplete.
They'll need a bunch on 2nd down. They'll throw again after the incompletion. Get it out to the supersonic guy. At the 35, he's loose. Turning it on. Into the house. Touchdown, Miami.
And this crowd was already jacked up. They were already excited. They were already making a difference in this football game, and the offense continues to pile on and give them something to cheer about. 27-0 here in the first half. This has been all home team.
And he made that extra point, the wet turf, no problem at all. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. BYU has it back. The Cougars ready to get into that playbook. That last drive won't go on the highlight reel after ending in a punt. They'd like to be more productive this time, David.
And I think this offense has to be a little bit more balanced. Find a little balance between the run, Jesse, and working in that pass.
And I think, too, David, it's just going to take a spark. It just takes one play to get this thing picked up and going.
Rush is on. Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. Got some room to run. And a big return after the INT sets up the offense for this possession.
I'll tell you something. In college football, you're lucky if you get 2 interceptions in a season. This guy now has 2 interceptions. In the first half of this game, he's been reading the quarterback's eyes, and he has been everywhere. An absolute ball.
Great place to start for this offense. Caught, it's Vaughn. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line. The Canes want to pick up the tempo. They're changing things up, trying to get everyone set. To throw, it's Mendoza. Bought a little time, lets it go. Finds his target down the middle. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line. On 3rd down, he drops to throw. Finds a soft spot in the middle. That was an important stop there as they try to hold them to a field goal on this drive. And it looks as if they're going to try a field goal. Never a doubt. Well, that's just piling on. Not the penalty kind, just the mean kind.
Well, it's a good news, bad news scenario. You got the pick, and you would have liked to have paid that off with a touchdown, but because the drive stalls out, they're still happy to get the field goal.
Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. So the BYU offense comes out to go on the attack. That last drive ended with an interception, and this time it's paramount they take care of the ball. The give on the counter. Picks his way ahead, pick up of 3, and gets it to the 20-yard line. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. From the gun. Out wide left, it's Lyons. Gets away from one, finds room. And it's a first down. They'll mark it at the 44. The Cougars come to the line after the big connection and going back to work. Sends it back in motion. Snap on first down, wants to throw. Flips it out in the flat. Quick throw, but he's not going anywhere. The defense was all over him. Long way to go on 2nd down. They'll run it. Creating some space, getting just enough good blocking, and they've got it up to the 47-yard line. Ton of ground to cover here on 3rd and long. Anderson will throw. Nowhere to go with the ball, and down he goes at the 39.
And we call his name again. This is the same guy. Remember, he had the defensive touchdown already. Now getting in the backfield, getting to the quarterback, getting the sack. He's been all over the field today.
They boot it away. Not a lot of room to make this catch. They'll get him down at the 21-yard line. The coverage team able to stop him right there. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. They'll start on the ground with Washington. Now after that run, they're in pretty good shape at the 30-yard line.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
9-yard pickup on first down, and now they can take a shot on 2nd and short. Making the adjustment on the play. They'll run him again. They work their way to the 35-yard line. It's a gain of 5.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, go get positive yardage.
We're at the 2-minute timeout. They've built a big lead, and they'll try to pile on a little more before the break. Down from the 35. Fresh center downs going to the air. Unloads to the wideout. Picked it off, and this defense really needed something to go right. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
Rain, sleet, snow, sun shining. I don't care. I get interceptions. Give me that rock.
Hauls it in. And he'll step across the sidelines after making a good gain on that one.
And that's why this running back's a big weapon here, right? Because not only can he run the ball, but he can catch it too. Even running flat routes when you know the ball's going to be in the air a long way, he can adjust to it, make something good happen after the catch. And quite honestly, they need him because they've thrown a couple of picks now in this game. They've got to find a way to get this guy more involved.
Defense makes a stop, but the chains move, and it's 1st and goal from the 8.
And that's a big play for this offense, and they need to get going. They've built themselves a deficit. They need points on this drive, or else, guys, the second half, we're going to be telling old war stories, right? Like back in my day, and Jesse did this, and I did that. So, I mean, come on, offense. Let's put this together. Let's keep this game competitive.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Looking to get it in. That completion has them right on the doorstep. They'll mark it at the 1.
I like the aggressiveness by this defense. You've got to play tight on the wide receivers. There's not a lot of space on the field. You've got to be aggressive, and you've got to make tackles.
They'll try to pass it in on 3rd and goal. Quickly to the flat, the wide receiver screen.
Well, give the defense credit on that one because they knew coming into this one that they were going to try to get this receiver the ball in a variety of ways. They were ready for the screen there, and they create a negative play.
So the offense will try to punch it in here on 4th and goal from the 1. Motion from the wideout. Trying to barge in. Tried to run for it on 4th and 1, and there was nowhere to go. The defense gets to stop.
Now, what a great job by this defense. Never giving up, man. Gave up some yards, get inside their own 1 on 4th and goal. And what did they do a good job of? Getting pushed, man. The big boys getting in the backfield, getting penetration, not letting the hole even open up, and they get the big 4th down stop.
Fires to the wideout. Soft spot in the middle. How about that effort to get it out across the 20? They'll mark it at the 21. It's a 1st down. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays.
Love the play call, and I love being aggressive there in the first play of the drive, backed up on your own end. There's a lot of coordinators that would just try to run the ball, get some more room, get into a rhythm, but they're taking a shot right away, find some real estate. Receiver, QB on the same page. It's looking really nice if you're on offense.
They'll have just enough time to get 1 more snap before the half. Looking to throw, it's Mendoza. Got it behind the line. It's Washington. And he never had a chance. As soon as he caught it, the defense was right there. And they head to the locker room. 2 quarters in the books, and time for us now to check in with Kevin Connors in our EA Sports College Football studio with scores from around the country.
Guys, so much to get you updated on, so let's get right to it here from the EA Sports College Football Update Desk. Let's take a look at the Nebraska Cornhuskers taking on the Miami University Redhawks.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. What do you got on the sideline, Holly?
The Hurricanes head coach told me at the half they are really thrilled with how their defense is playing so far. They knew coming in that they had a really tough opponent in the wide receiver on the other team, somebody who could change a game with 1 route. But their defense has been stout and solid. We'll see if they can continue to do that here as that wide receiver gets the ball here to start the second half. Back to you.
Thanks, Holly. Quarterback keep. Out across the 30, marked down at the 35 after the 10-yard gain. Ball is at the 35. It's 1st and 10. Fresh set of downs going up top. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. 2nd down, gonna throw it. Caught in the backfield, it's Phillips. And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a 1st down. And the Cougars have their offense in high gear. They'll try the left side. Dropped immediately. He got nothing on 1st down. Following that run, we have a player who is shaken up. Trainers are out there having a look at this freshman defensive tackle to see if he is going to be able to continue. Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Anderson wants to throw. Back's got it on the screen. Not a whole lot of room there on that screen pass as it just never developed.
It's a really nice job by the cornerback playing with his eyes. He sees the running back release out of the backfield, sees him get the ball, and this guy's tough. You know, there are a lot of corners out there that would try to submarine these running backs, and then they get hurdled. Not this guy. Good job getting the tackle, getting him on the ground.
Perfect timing on the hit to keep him from making the grab, and the defense forces a 4th down. Looks as if BYU will have to punt it away. Solid punt, headed toward the sideline, trying to make it tough to return. And the return man will have no chance as the ball sails out of bounds. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. The offense starts this drive in the shadow of its own end zone. He's changing the play. First play of the drive, he'll look to throw. Right side, it's Pringle. He's down right there, short gain on the grab. And the Canes will hustle to the line.
And, man, you gotta love that from your corner. Willing to pull the trigger right away. Obviously, the running back slips out of the backfield. They throw him the football, but he doesn't waste any time. He doesn't hesitate, pulls the trigger, runs at him, makes the nice tackle, and gets the stop.
Burrowing for yardage. Stopped at about the 25-yard line, but it'll be a 1st down.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the 3rd quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
They'll move the chains after he gets it to the 43-yard line. And the Canes have it with a 1st and 10. Sells to run, looking to pass. Moves to his right. Intercepted, and finally, this defense makes a play. Good gain on the return, and this defense has set them up with a big play. The BYU offense headed back out to go on the attack. They had to punt it away on their last possession, but, man, what great field position this time.
I mean, this is awesome. Like, last possession didn't go great. Now you're set up in an opportunity to get some points. Start thinking about what plays I like, Jesse, as I cross the 50.
There are a lot of offensive coordinators out there, David, and in this position, they like to take a shot right away and try and capitalize on this field position.
Hit and stop right there. Not much on that pickup.
The defense wins that one, and the offensive line was challenged by their coaching staff coming into this game to try and get push up front, establish the line of scrimmage. They're going to have to do a better job running than that if they're going to win this one.
Anderson will throw. They're all over it. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. Trying to pick up a 1st down. On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down. And they'll send out the field goal unit. The kicker will try to punch one through from 41 yards away. Defense didn't maintain its discipline there, and they get into the neutral zone. It'll cost them 5 yards. And the penalty accepted, and they'll move them back. Trailing by multiple possessions in the 3rd and desperately needing a score, they'll go for it on 4th down. Snapped it, and he has to have it. Look out! The incomplete pass ends a frustrating series, and they turn it over on downs. Working the sidelines, Holly Rowe. What do you have, Holly?
Checking in from the Miami sideline. Guys, I can feel the energy here and the chemistry between this quarterback and his star wide receiver. He's already got 100 yards receiving in this game. And the way they're talking on the sideline here, they want to keep that going. I think you're going to see him continue to get some downfield targets from his QB here in this game. I'll keep you posted.
Holly, thank you. And the Hurricanes are in the hurry-up.
And we haven't called his name a lot, and I think this offense, they need to find a way to continue to manufacture.
Makes the grab and... Oh, it's a fumble. That is a serendipitous turn of events with the fumble going out of bounds. They'll maintain possession. Offense lines up for a 1st and 10 from the 43. Making the adjustment. Looking downfield. It's Mendoza. Almost had the completion. Just missed it.
Obviously, when you're playing in weather like this, the ball is very slippery and it's hard to catch. The QB threw a bullet that time, and his receiver just could not reel it in.
Wants to keep it in the air. Gets a hand in there.
You know, defenders have to really understand body positioning and where the football's coming from, and great job understanding that, getting in the way of the route, knocking the ball down, batting it away, making a good play for that defense.
3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. He's going to let it go. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's 4th down. The Hurricanes send out the punt unit. The punters have had the day off up to this point, first one of the game. That thing was down for a while, but the big bounce carried it into the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. The Cougars offense takes the field to start this drive. They got it back after that last drive stalled out, and they were stopped on 4th down, David.
Yeah, and they put a little bit of a drive together, but Jesse, they stalled on the other side of the field, and they got to find a way to keep that momentum.
Like their mindset, though, and I think they need to continue being aggressive moving forward in this game.
3rd and long right here. From the gun, wants to pass. Working the middle of the field, and it's complete. They'll keep this drive moving by picking up the 1st down. They have it at the 36. The Cougars come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Anderson wants to throw. Oh, pressure's coming. The throw. Caught. That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be 2nd and just a few breaths away from the 1st down. The Cougars come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. 2nd down, gonna throw it. Timed that hit perfectly to keep him from making the grab. It'll be 3rd down.
And that's what the offense wants. They want to see you in man coverage, and they want to throw those slants, use those wide receivers and their big bodies to catch the football. Elite coverage. Great job being.
Quarterback feeling that pressure, and he's knocked down at the 42.
The defense was all over it. They know 3rd down, the quarterback could be a viable threat in the run game. Played physical, played close to the line of scrimmage, made the big stop.
BYU will bring the punt team on the field. And the punt hits at the 8 and goes into the end zone for the touchback. Miami's offense comes out ready to go to work. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. They'll have another opportunity to extend this lead after punting last time, David.
And it's important to put that punt behind you. It's over. Let it go. Get back to what you were doing that built this lead, Paul.
Yeah, and defense, obviously, they won a few downs that last drive, so you got to put them on their heels here. Maybe mix up a few personnel groupings and try to show them some pictures they haven't seen yet.
The Canes want to move quickly.
They run it, they get the 1st down, and look at the offense. Right back on the football, ready to crank this tempo up.
They go to the wide receiver screen. He'll go out of bounds right at the 40-yard line as this offense continues to show great patience. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Taken down. A man still down after that last play. There is an injured BYU Cougar. Now staring at a 3rd and short from the 40. The fake wants to throw. Here comes the heat. And he's sacked. Great work there by this defense. We've reached the break, and Miami is holding on to the lead. And it hasn't been much of a contest as we take a look at the overwhelming game stats through 3. As we enter the 4th quarter, let's see if anything memorable can come from this one. And the Canes will call on their punt team. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Searching for space. Makes a move. Working his way on the return up to the 40-yard line before he stopped. After that punt return, there is a man slow to get up. BYU has it back. The Cougars ready to get into that playbook. When the defense got the stop, they could have used a few more of those earlier. Still a big deficit here late. They drop him at the 47-yard line, but he'll have plenty to move the sticks. They'll snap it from the 47 on 1st down. Rid of it on the RPO. Hit and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. 2nd and long here. Dropping back, it's Watson. The safe call on the wide receiver screen. Good, strong tackle.
Man, what a really nice job by being disciplined by this defense. Like, understanding I'm trying to rush the passer, probably a passing situation type of a deal, but doing it with some discipline. They try to sneak the screen in. They were
intercepted. Big play stops the drive. The Canes offense comes onto the field looking to put together a drive. And after that interception, things quite comfortable. Big lead, clock winding down. They should be able to take care of business here.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. 4th quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
Ball sitting right at the 30. It'll be 3rd and short. He's looking to throw. It's complete to the left. And they'll spot it at the 38, and that'll be plenty for the 1st down. And the Canes come to the line with a new set of downs. Lost to throw on 1st. Out wide right, it's Pringle. Could not make his way to the corner. A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on 2nd down. From the gun, it's Lyle. Hit and drop behind the line. He'll lose a yard.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got...
And the ball is out. Who's going to get it? A fortuitous turn of events to keep possession of that one. And the Hurricanes will punt this one away. Not a lot of room to field this one. He's brought down, not a lot of room to take that one back. So the BYU offense comes out to go on the attack. When the defense got the stop, they could have used a few more of those earlier. Still a big deficit here late. In the backfield, it's Phillips.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly, and that's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
Scanning the field, it's Watson. Fires immediately. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with a 1st down. Big play on the catch. It'll be enough to move the change, but there is a man still down on the field. From the 44-yard line, the offense snaps it on 1st down. Tight end getting vertical. Really nice pickup on that one as they get it to the 36. It'll be 1st down. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. Wants to throw again. Rush right in his face. 7-yard pickup on that one is now 2nd and 3. That will take us to the 2-minute timeout, and not much time left for this offense to put together a miracle. And the Cougars can really attack on this 2nd and short. He's looking to throw. And the defense gets home and makes a play at the 37-yard line.
And that play is a microcosm of what this game has been. They have not been able to protect their quarterback all game long, early or late, up front. Moving forward, this offense has got to do a better job, or else they're going to be in a lot of trouble. You cannot give up as many sacks as they have in this game and expect to win.
Couldn't set his feet.
Well, at this point, you're still trying to throw stuff up against the blackboard and see if it sticks. You're down by a lot of points, so why not try it, right? And give the offense credit. You know, you're not just going to run the football. You're not just going to take a knee and go into the locker room with your tail between your legs. I like the fighting spirit, just not enough of that today.
Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. This is quickly turning into a celebration, Jesse, as they've taken control of this game.
And they should feel good about how they've played. They knew they had to come in here, protect home turf. They've gone out, they've run it well, they've thrown it well, David. Really, so much.
He's loose. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down.
That is exactly what you want from your offense. Create some space, get out of the shadow of your own end zone, Palmer, and make it easier on this offense.
Yeah, it's nice when you have a running back like that, too, that can create that space for you. Now, if you're the play caller, your entire playbook is wide open.
Line gets set, first down. They're going to ride this running back. Breaks into the open. The 40. And what a huge play for this offense after that great run. The Hurricanes racing to the line in the hurry-up. Motion from the wide receiver. Takes the handoff. It's Pringle. Snuffed out behind the line of scrimmage, and we have not seen much of that. What a day he's had so far. So Miami signals for a timeout. And they'll still have 2 timeouts left for the rest of this game. Last play was a near disaster, now dealing with 2nd and 13. They'll move the wide receiver. Stop behind the line of scrimmage, and that is a rare sight for this defense today against this guy. Offense will use a timeout with 28 ticks remaining.
Well, this guy's been an animal all game long. He's had tons of success running the football. The defense had to do something to stop him. Give the D-line and that front 7 tons of credit for being really physical there, getting the TFL.
They stop him right there. They tried to convert with the run, and the defense was up for the challenge. Oh, the attempt is no good. Because no game is perfect, something has to go wrong, so the coach will have something to gripe about in film. First play of this drive comes from the 35-yard line. Rides the option, he keeps it. The defense uses a timeout, and we are down to 11 seconds left to play. A negative play to open the drive. Let's see what they've got on 2nd and 14. Quick give. It's Phillips. Several defenders there to get him on the ground.
No game.